Hello, Canada.
Hello, Canada and hockey.
Hello, Canada and
Hello,
hockey
Canada.
fans in the United States.
This is Hockey Night.
How you doing, Lanny?
Ron, we're exhausted, for God's sakes. We're out here. We got to go get dressed. It's a big game against Chicago, you know.
I'm right around the 160 mark, and that's right where my goals are getting.
You got to be careful.
I got to either eat light or, or eat heavy.
Well, you're watching a very magical moment here at the Molson Center.
No. I got lots to do before that. I'll get into that. Now, just hang tough here for a minute, like I told Sir.
Well, they were certainly upset with this show. They seem to think we're telling people too much about hockey, and they weren't too happy about that.
You're on Hockey Night in Canada. How does that feel?
That's a lifelong dream.
A lifelong dream?
Yeah.
You know, a little nervous. I hadn't played in almost 2 weeks, so to get the rust out a little bit.
Hello, Canada and hockey fans in the United States. Welcome to this closing celebration as the Toronto Maple Leafs say goodbye to Maple Leaf Gardens. And here to get things going, let's go down to Stompin' Tom Connors.
Hello out there, we're on the air, it's hockey night tonight. Tension grows, the whistle blows, and the puck goes down the ice. The goalie dumps, the players bump, the fans all go insane. Someone roars, Bobby scores at the good old hockey game. Oh, the good old hockey game is the best game you can name, and the best game you can name is a good old hockey game. Second period. Where players dash with skates aflash, the home team trails behind, but they grab the puck and go bursting up. They're down across the line. They storm the crease like bumblebees. They travel like a burning flame. We see them slide the puck inside. It's a 1-1 hockey game. Oh! Hockey game is the best game you can name. And the best game you can name is the good old hockey game. Yeah, let's hear some more of that. Third period. Last game in the Gardens, too. Take me where the hockey players face off down the rink. The Stanley Cup is all filled up for the damsel and the drink. Now the final flick of the hockey stick, the one gigantic stream. The puck is in, the Leafs will win the hockey game. Oh! Hockey game is the best game you can name, and the best game
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our host for this evening's ceremony from Hockey Night in Canada, Mr. Ron McLean.
Thanks a lot, Paul. Pat Quinn, Ricky Lee right here, the Leaf Doctors. Stay right there, fellas. I don't know if my heart can take this. Thanks a lot, folks. As you can see, I finally decided to let Don Cherry outfit me. Just this once. There's a running theme throughout the Gardens this evening about father and son. You see those 11 Stanley Cup banners? The name Con or Stafford Smythe's involved in every Cup victory. And how about Doug and Paul Morris? Paul's dad invented the barrel flood system that we saw Eddie Shack help out Sammy here just a couple of minutes ago. And I don't have to tell you, Bob Cole's sitting up there, Foster Hewitt, Billy Hewitt have both been up there. But the true voice recently of the Gardens is Mr. Paul Morris. Paul, that's right, folks. Let's hear it for a guy who never went out of his way to steal the show. And that's for your dad, Doug, too, Paul. I'll just ask you to, if you can, put into words what you have felt on this day.
Well, a lot of mixed emotions, of course, and it's a sad night in some ways, but it almost feels like a celebration here. Celebration of 68 years of all kinds of events in Maple Leaf Gardens, not just hockey, but hockey primarily. And I feel like I'm leaving my home, the family home that we've been in all our lives. And I think most Canadians feel the same way. Even if they didn't live here the way I did, they lived here in their dreams, and they'll never forget the great events they've seen at Maple Leaf Gardens.
Paul, that just goes to show you never tried to steal the show, because you just about did. That's just beautiful to you and your dad. All the best, Paul, at the new Air Canada Centre, and you're the electrician. You're the one who tells us about the goals on both counts. Thanks for keeping us current. And we'll get back to you here tonight. There's Paul Morris. We get the father and son idea going. Grapes would always want to tell, as you saw in the coach's corner, he talked about his beloved Timothy. He'd always want to talk about how he'd walk to school with Timothy 5 miles to school and back every day. And of course he had to. They were in the same class. So I thought okay, never mind that. No, Grapes was 100% right when he made reference to Foster Hewitt and Conn Smythe, the major this evening. That's where we have to begin. We have the teams sequestered back in the north end, the 48th Highlanders standing by. But before we get to that, let's go back.